Hello there. So, as you can see, I'm in the bright sun. It's great. I love being warm. I sleep better in the heat. I know a lot of people don't, but for me, if it's hot, it shuts my brain down in a good way. The hamster wheel that is always going, the perception, the reading, picking up on things that I do, it's like, I'm tired enough or relaxed enough that it slows it down and then I sleep well. But what I wanted to talk about was the full moon and the aspects and the transformation energy that we're still in. Full moon was yesterday. And it conjuncted Pluto, and it was opposing the Sun and Mercury in Sirius, and it had a lot of aspects that were heavy. So, and heaviness, I say that because I'm aware, because I'm aware a lot of people find the healing process and the transformation process tiring and heavy emotionally. And, depending where we're at on our path, it can be. But I also find you have to, at some point, you've got to make peace with change and transformation, because that's life. If we try to keep everything safe and stable and secure, it's stagnant, actually. It can work for a while in life, but it can't stay forever, or it's not alive, And I think just making peace with nature's cycles, including our own. You're going to outgrow things. You're going to change your mind. You're going to evolve. Your body's going to change. There's going to be things that you suddenly like or don't like that are different than who you were. And if we're not so invested in this idea that everything has to be stable and secure and perfect all the time, and you pretty much twist yourself in a knot to keep it that way. If we just allowed a little more leeway for people to change and transition, we wouldn't have probably so much stress about it. If I had a secure enough relationship on a deeper level, spiritual level, emotional level with someone I know, then if they need to explore something else, obviously if it's romantic and they're saying I need to explore other people, that's one thing. But I'm talking about the same person you've known for 20 years just suddenly says, I don't know why, but I think I need to learn the guitar. And you're like, what? You've never done anything like that. And then people go, oh my God, this person is changing. Maybe they're not who I knew. Maybe their feelings for me have changed. Maybe the relationship won't last. Instead of just rolling with it like, oh good, my partner is growing. They're finding new interests. That'll bring new energy to our couple, to them and to me. It's not a threat. Some things are threats when people transform, obviously. If I suddenly am transforming and saying, hi, sweetie, I feel I need to live in California now. And that requires moving, a flight away from my partner or friends. Yeah, well, that transition's harder because I'm honoring my need and it's going against maybe their security. But it doesn't have to kill the relationship. But often these things do. And I really think it's because we have this idea, this illusion of stability and security. And right now, that's really being challenged. Pluto will do it with the moon, for sure. But Uranus and Taurus is really what's doing it, to me, in the big picture of things. Because Taurus is exactly that energy of everything should be secure and safe and not change. And I like it this way, and good, lock and load. I don't want anything to change. I'm good here, leave me be. I have my friends, I know who they are, check. I've got my routines, I've got my bank account, I've got my job, check. I mean, that's great to a degree, but even for Taurus, that's going to become old or stagnant. We still have to grow. And so Uranus is just sort of ripping through our ideas of security and stability. And my feeling is that you can find security and stability, but it's going to be from a deeper place. It's going to be from a place of trusting your connections to yourself, to people, knowing if there's a deeper connection between you and a place, or you and a person, or whether it's sort of a circumstantial or transient one. Sorry, my arm is getting, I gotta shift to the other side. Getting old, eh? My arm's tired lifting a phone. But see, I just changed the view, changed arms, doesn't change the video. It's still stable. Anyway, my point is, like, your idea of stability and security has to allow room for you to grow and room for others to grow. Otherwise, it's not truly secure. Otherwise, it's built on, the strong idea you have of each other, the memories of the past that you have together, the things you've built together. And they can last a long time. It's just they can also change, and they also will change. And so if a circumstantial or exterior change topples your relationship, well, then it was circumstantial, or based on, the ideal of security maybe more than... Because when you have a soul connection, a spiritual connection with somebody, and it's mutual, it doesn't go away. I've had them, and I've met many people who have had them, and sometimes it's years I go without seeing some of them. Some of them I may never see again, but that connection's there, and if I run into them, it'll be just as familiar as it was. So you don't have that same feeling of like companionship or daily chatting or that idea of security, but you have a deeper one where that connection was made and it was real, and so therefore it's lasting. And I think there's so much changing right now on the planet, more than ever. And we're still going to be in a period of high change. Everybody's rerouting their jobs, relocating, moving to different places, different circumstances. People are figuring out what their truer values are. COVID came along and sort of showed us a lot of our deeper views. And things are very transient, right? So if we're going to have any sense of security and comfort and loyalty, our version has to include room for those changes, and we have to seek those more we have to seek those more soulful spiritual connections that just feel easy. There's ease when there's compatibility like that. And again, you won't question that you've got that connection even if you lose touch for a while. So I think it's really important during this full moon time to really take a good look at your idea of change and security and stability, because the full moon and Pluto might have brought another kick, another push, another something that you feel forced to confront or change, or that someone around you is. And yeah, it throws off your sense of security, your sense of identity sometimes. So just take a look at, how can this same thing that changes still be secure for me? Just like I'm looking at a lake right now. This lake will be here. It'll change seasons. It'll change who's here. There'll be boats, there'll be geese, then there won't be, there'll be ice. The water will be higher and lower. There'll be creatures. It changes all the time, but it's still the same lake. The bigger picture is I'm here on the same place in the same lake, watching it change. And if you can find a way to look at your own life or the people you love in the same way, I know who they are, I see you, and I see that you're changing and adapting. And I accept those. Unless you see the person's doing something really dangerous or self-destructive, or obviously. But I'm talking about having a view of life that allows more leeway so that we can have more peace and sustain our relationships and our circumstances easier. So that's my message today. I hope everybody's well.